Good morning to one and all who are present here on this virtual platform. We feel very honored to have been offering the responsibility to host this great event. Each day holds a surprise, but only if we expect it, we can see, hear, or feel it when it comes to us. Let's not be afraid to receive each day's surprise, whether it comes to us as a sorrow or as a joy. It will open a new place in our heart, a place where you can welcome new friends, celebrate fully over shared humanity. On behalf of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology and Indian Society for Technical Education, I extend my hearty welcome to Chairman of KSR Educational Institution, Lion Dr. K.S. Rangasamy, MJF, the Vice Chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan, in their absentia, Chairman ISTE, TN Session, and Principal of GRC Polytechnic College, Coimbatore, Dr. A. Shankaran Subramanian, our resourceful Chief Guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Kakos Desai, Guest of Honor, Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan, Principal of K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Deans, Directors, Member of ISTE, Heads of various departments and faculties.
Hold the magic of God's grace and becomes a link between His will and its accomplishment on earth. Amazing things happen, and we are given the privilege of being the channel of God's through prayer. I call upon Master Pranav Ram to sing a devotional number to begin this remarkable day.
Shri Guru Guhataraya Sumam Shri Guru Guhataraya Sumam Surapati Shripati Ratipati Vakpati Shripati Pasupati Sevita Shri Guru Guhataraya Sumam Ragadirahita Hridaya Vibhavita Suramuni Pujita Tyagadiraja Kumara Kavatraya Hara Kumara Yogi Raja Vinuta Pada Udeva Kriya Moda Yogi Raja Yoga Veda Yukta Manodaya Shri Guru Guhataraya Sumam Surapati Shripati Radipati Vakpati Shripati Pasupati Sevita Shri Guru Guhataraya Sumam
Welcome to those who believe in the power of dreams and who would like to join with us in exploration of life. Now we request Principal of KSRCT, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, to welcome the attendees and present us the conventional report.
Thank you, MOC. Hope I'm audible and my presentation is also visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So hope my presentation is visible. Slideshow is on. Yeah, thank you. Respected Chairman, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, respected Vice Chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan, today's Chief Guest and the President of ISTE, Professor Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, Guest of Honor, the Chief Executive Officer of Kaizen Tech Private Limited, Dr. Ramesh, and the Chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu Section, Dr. E. Subramanian, respected Dr. K. Tyagaraja, the CEO of KSR Educational Institutions, and the Secretary of ISTE Tamil Nadu Section, Professor Sauri Rajan, and the officials of ISTE and the other members of ISTE, principals of various institutions, and heads of the department, deans and directors of KSRCT, and students and participants from various engineering colleges across Tamil Nadu. So very good morning, all of you. I am Professor R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. I'm happy to be here for the 19th Annual ISTE Tamil Nadu Section Engineering Students Convention 2021, jointly organized by K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology and Indian Society for Technical Education Tamil Nadu Section. And today we are really happy to conduct this particular event with the support of ISTE. First of all, I must thank ISTE for permitting us to do the engineering convention at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology virtually. In fact, we plan to have it in physical mode, but it is unfortunate. But again, the theme again, you all know very well. So digital innovation and technical education. So whatever may be the situation, we should not compromise on the things. So we wanted to do it in virtual mode. So thanks to ISTE Tamil Nadu section and Dr. K.S.Rangasamy. So let me start my welcome address. Start with our chief guest, Professor Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, President ISTE New Delhi, for his acceptance and willingness to be the chief guest of this event. He will be addressing our young buddies, and he will be giving lot of insights, because ISTE, very well, it is an inevitable thing of technical education, and the students and faculty of the people who are working in engineering colleges and polytechnic colleges. Not only that, ISTE is doing lot of things for the technical education. So thank you, sir. Thanks for joining here virtually. Welcome to K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology for this wonderful event. Next, my special hearty welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Next, my profound welcome to Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan. He is the Chief Executive Officer from Kaizen Technology Private Limited, Bangalore. And thanks to Mr. Dr. Ramesh for joining in this event, and thanks for accepting our invite. And we are really delighted to have your presence virtually for this wonderful event. Welcome to K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you. Next, my welcome to our CEO, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, Chief Executive Officer of KSR Education Institutions. So he is the one who is driving us and striving us for making all the things happening at our KSR Education Institution, and he is the backbone of any activity, because he is the one who laid all the stones and for all the success of KSR EI. So welcome, sir, to our the ISTE Engineering Convention of 19th Engineering Students Convention, Tamil Nadu chapter. Good morning and welcome, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I also welcome our chairman, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, and our dynamic vice chairman, the management team for this 19th Engineering ISTE Convention, Tamil Nadu section. And without their support, without their permission, we cannot do this event. So my special and profound thanks to management of KSR Education Institution for permitting us to do this from at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology virtually. My special welcome goes to Dr. A. Subramaniam, the chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, and also the principal of GRG Polytechnic College, Coimbatore. Sir, your support I am really enjoying for last 2 to 3 months, because the moment you conducted the mathematical competition and e-quiz for Ramanujan's 150th birthday celebration, and from that moment we are enjoying the support, and whenever it's a kind of mutual thing. I'm happy to welcome you for this virtual ISTE Students Convention of Engineering Students. Sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you for your continuous support.
Sure, sir. It's a pleasure. And my special welcome to officials from ISTE, the Secretary of ISTE, Professor K. Saurirajan, and government officials, directors of Anna University, and principals from various institutions, Executive Council members of ISTE Tamil Nadu, Executive Managing Committee member, Mr. Selva Kumar. He is our continuous support from him, and lot of inputs he's been giving. Executive Council member, he's Executive Council member, and the different members of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, and special invitees, guests, well-wishers of ISTE and K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Vice Principal, Deans, Directors, and HODs of various colleges, and our own K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology and our sister institutions, faculty members, because I have to mention about faculty members. Without faculty members, we cannot create the future pillars of our country. Yes, you are the intellectuals, you are the backbone of any engineering college and any institution for that matter. And my dear students and participants, because I have to especially mention about you, because this event is for you, because you are the one who is going to make who are going to make our the governments and our AICT and everybody's wish and ISTE's wish, because we are talking about many things: smart India, make in India, made in India, and the list is goes like anything. So without your participation, without your inventions, without your innovations, any program will not be going as a successful one. So I heartily welcome all the student participants for this ISTE Engineering Students Convention. So hearty welcome to everyone. So report about the convention. Before we get the permission from our Tamil Nadu ISTE convention, Mr. Chairman of the ISTE Tamil Nadu section, Dr. E. Shankar Subramanian, we proposed that we wanted to conduct the ISTE convention of diploma and engineering at our campus. He said, fine, what would be the title? Then we said, sir, this is in a pandemic situation. Maybe we wanted to conduct in virtual mode, but let us also do it in digital innovation and technical education, because it has been there for last 1 or 2 years, but this year only 2021, this academic year, we are experiencing what are the digital innovation in technical education, and more than that, we have to apply a lot of things to meet the the entire world's requirement. That's what we thought, and we wanted to implement it through this convention. So let everybody talk about digital innovation in technical education. Few things I wanted to highlight. What are the digital innovation and digital initiatives of Ministry of Education or MHRD or ASTE and ISTE? If you look at it, may be for e-learning, or it may be for repository of digital library and journals and all these things. And if you refer all these things, I'll start from SWAM, NPTEL, and NEET. It is also a special initiative of AICTE and our government of India. And SWAM Prabha, again, very well, lot of television channels, 23 television channels only to telecast the education related things. And digital library, it is again another repository. And NAD, it is again academic repository. Other things, e-show, Siddhu, and e-yantra, Acharya, Kalpa. And apart from that, I wanted to highlight two things, because engineering students, engineers, very well the skill requirements. Skill requirements we will be getting unless otherwise we learn the things based on the project-based thing, otherwise activity-based learning, otherwise learning by doing. So that was missing last 1 year, but the presence of virtual labs, at least it would be able to make the 50% of the burden easily. So the virtual labs from various universities, the government of India, and all these things helping our students, though maybe they're in any part of our country, they will be able to take it, they will be able to use it, and they're experiencing it. Then the main objective of engineers, skills. So because it is not producing engineering graduates, our objective is to produce engineers to the country. Then only we will be able to tell proudly our engineers are skillable, they are the employable. So that's one thing which we are talking about regularly, the gap between institute and industry. So with this support of virtual labs, we'll be able to make it at least 70 to 80%. We'll be able to solve the issue. Then another one, FOSI, even day for yesterday, the free and open source software for education, an announcement from AICT again. So in this also, they are coming out with a summer internship. So that is another thing which I wanted to highlight. So this is also one of the digital innovation in the technical education. So why I wanted to insist all these things, probably some of the institutes, they have shared this information to the students. Might not be, the students might not, sometimes you might not think about it. And now I request all of you, please go through all these things, because lot of things are available in the internet. Because I know very well you people are Gen Z. You are very good in surfing. You are very good in finding out. We are very good in researching in all the in the internet. So I am also requesting you to do some kind of research. What is happening in the digital innovation in the technical education? That's what more important. And e-Vidwan and central cloud infra, these are all the things. It's not only this, more than every day I could see the government of India, Ministry of Education, AICT and ISTE, they're coming out with lot of initiatives. Only thing, as a user, as an end user, we have to use it, we have to give the right feedback, and we have to get benefit out of it. That's what I request all the principals of people who joined in this convention, more importantly faculty and students, because you are the one who is going to make the changes. And I request everyone to take part all in this digital innovation, and let us be the part of the revolution of this digital innovation in technical education. Digital innovation at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. I just take a minute, to brief what is happening in our K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. With the support of, these are all the brainchild of our CEO. He was the former principal of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. He's laid proper stone at least 8 years or 10 years before itself. So we have a separate college management system, and it involves the entire ERP of our e-governance of our K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, not only KSRCT, and all our sister institutions. So A to Z, you name anything, it may be admission, it may be anything for that matter. We have the e-solutions. Then the DigiPro, it is one of the important thing which I wanted to tell you. Even our the chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, he also experienced with this DigiPro. It is a programming, solving solution, and also exam portal. And with that support of DigiPro, anywhere in the world, people will be able to do their programming. It is in a kind of IDE. It's an open editor. Only thing, you just need an internet to do the programs from your home itself. Even it will be support for the mobiles, tab, and system. So we conducted number of thousands of exams for our students and other college students also. Not only exams, it is a programming editor also. Then LMS, learning management system, library management system, campus, and it is another copyright. We got the copyright for this one. It is an automated tool to make the process ease for the placement related thing. And the research repository, it is very, very important for an engineering institution, because research and development is important and a vital process of any engineering institution for that matter. We have a research repository, so that helps all our budding researchers to make the process very, very easy. And the startup repository, you may think why I have to mention about startup, because our government, Ministry of Education and IISc, Institution Innovation Council, highly talking about startup. Again, it is in a buzzword. We have a separate startup repository where students can come and understand what is startup, and who are the angel investors, venture capitalists, and what are the modes, what are the other schemes, government schemes, EDA schemes. All these schemes are now available in startup repository. So this is the small thing which I wanted to highlight about the digital initiatives at KSRCT. About the report for this particular ISTE convention, digital innovation in technical education, we plan to have project contest, or design contest, and business plan. This is again to kindle the students, get some ideas, so that we wanted to convert these ideas into products, because that is what the government is looking for. More of startups, more of product development. It is the need of the hour. So we are very particular about the business plan and code debugging and hackathon. It's all it's a mutual thing, and without that, any engineer can perform in the real world. So total participation, 214 teams from different engineering colleges across Tamil Nadu. And I thank all the principals of engineering colleges and the students for your active participation. So after this particular meeting, we are going to have the events immediately starting. So I thank once again all the organizers, and especially our chief guest and guest of honor, and more importantly ISTE for making this happen at our K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology virtually. So stay safe, and let us fight unitely, and let us be responsible of more have a responsible and be a responsible citizen, and let us come out only for the needy and fight against COVID, and we'll prove that India is in a powerful country, and we are competent enough to do anything at any type of any situation, any disaster comes. With this, I once again thank the organizers for the opportunity. Thank you, and Jai Hind. Over to MOC.
Thanks a lot, sir. Welcome the challenge. Thanks a lot, sir. Welcome the challenges. Look for the opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom. I request Dr. A. Shankarasubramanian, Chairman, ISTE Tamil Nadu section, to offer the presidential address to the gathering.
Thank you, MC. A very happy morning to all. I am very pleased to greet the Vice Man, Dr. Pradap Singh Desai, the dynamic President of ISTE New Delhi, Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan, CEO, K.S.Net Tech Private Limited, Dr. Tyagarajan, CEO of KSR Group of Institutions, and our senior ISTE member, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, KSR College of Technology, my Guru, Professor K. Saurirajan, Secretary cum Treasurer of ISTE Tamil Nadu Section, Dr. A. Madhavi, the coordinator of this event, Honorable Executive Committee members and Section Managing Committee members of ISTE Tamil Nadu Section, and my dear student friends from various engineering colleges. Everyone, good morning to you all once again. I hope everyone is safe at this pandemic situation. I welcome you all once to this 19th ISTE Tamil Nadu Section Engineering Students Convention 2020-21. It is a Herculean task to run institutions very successfully for more than 3 decades. And it is obvious to feel really amazed because the chairman of KSR Group of Institutions, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, manages the institutions meticulously. I firmly believe that this is possible only with the great leadership traits, long-term vision executed strategically, understanding and appreciating the employees, offering generous scholarship to the students, etc. I feel like to express my sincere gratitude to Vice Chairman Sri P. Srinivasan for his generous contributions for the development of the society through various educational institutions and a number of initiatives, and wish them to continue their relentless service in all the years to come. On behalf of ISTE, I am grateful to KSR Group of Institutions for their strenuous effort and support to ISTE activities. One among the activity is Sri Ramanujar Mathematics Contest, which is a great innovation in this year. We conducted that event through virtual mode for Polytechnic students and Engineering College students in Tamil Nadu, with the overwhelming response of more than 10,000 registrations. We conducted that competition in 3 rounds and we declared the results. We have to wholeheartedly thank the technical support extended by KSR College of Technologies under the leadership of Dr. Gopalakrishnan. We have to thank Dr. Gree of Computer Department for his untiring support throughout the event. We have to thank and our special thanks goes to the President of Alumni Association of KSR College of Technology, Professor Selvakumar, our Executive Committee member, for coordinating between us and KSR College of Technology to run the Srinivasa Ramanujan Mathematical Contest in a successful manner. He also sponsored rupees 10,000 as a cash prize for the first prize. Thank you, Selvakumar sir. I have to thank the committee members of Sri Ramanujan Mathematical Competition at this juncture. The first person is Dr. B. Rajendran, who is the coordinator of the event. He is my teacher during my college days. He actually planned very well in a systematic way to conduct this event. Thank you, Dr. Rajendran sir. We are very happy to honor you with a special appreciation award in this moment. My thanks to Dr. Balaji, the co-coordinator for engineering colleges, who is a very enthusiastic person from Al-Amin College of Engineering, who is played a main role in executing this event. My thanks to Professor Saravana Kumar, the co-coordinator of Polytechnic colleges from GRG Polytechnic College, for his untiring efforts. My sincere thanks to the Secretary and Treasurer of Tamil Nadu Section, Professor K.S.Rangasamy, for his supports in conducting this Sri Ramanujan Mathematical Contest. Dear friends, I am very happy to inform you that Dr. Pradap Singh Desai, the President of ISTE, really congratulated our team for the efforts and the overwhelming response, and he asked us to conduct the event for the year 2021 in a national level, and he assured to give his full support. Dr. Desai is leading the Indian Society for Technical Education for the past 6 years in a very enthusiastic manner, and he is the pivotal man behind the restore of ISTE, AICTE faculty development programs. The BMN Melon CSR project is his brainchild. Thank you, Dr. Desai, for our continuous supports to ISTE Tamil Nadu section. Talking about this convention, under the guidance of Dr. Gopalakrishnan, tremendous efforts were taken by the organizing team to conduct this virtual convention in an effective way. This virtual convention is a new trendsetter. The students are participating in this convention and reaping the benefits of this convention from their place itself without traveling and affecting their normal work schedule. We came to know from the organizing secretary that 212 students registered for this virtual convention. It is highly appreciable and commendable. It is all possible because of the leadership of Dr. Gopalakrishnan. Dear friends, the present situation makes us to use the technology as platform, and certainly the topic proves how digital innovations are significant in technical education. Traditionally, education is centered on sources such as educational institutions, teachers, and print media. Prior to the digital era, information was not accessible by the majority of people, and even those accessed were unable to obtain current information with respect to today's context. The modern society wants to know the information as it happens and when it happens. And the world is moving from an information society to a knowledge society. Thus, education is given the highest priority, and brain power is considered as the most valuable asset. Education has reached most parts of the world, and ICT has become an integral part of human life. Technological innovations are having a significant impact on educational systems at all levels. Online courses, teaching aids, educational software, social networking tools, and other emerging technologies are disrupting the traditional classroom environment. Understanding the effects that technological innovations have on students, teachers, and institutions, it obviously requires to develop strategies and techniques to manage and use technology in education. The COVID-19 pandemic is quickly demonstrating why digital innovations be a vital part of teaching and learning. By integrating technology into existing curricula, as opposed to using it solely as a crisis management tool, teachers can harness online learning as a powerful educational tool. The effective use of digital learning tools in classrooms can increase students' engagement, help teachers improve their lesson plans, and facilitate personalized learning. It also helps students build essential 21st century skills. Virtual classrooms, video, augmented reality, robots, and other technology tools cannot only make class more lively, they can also create more inclusive learning environments that foster collaboration and inclusiveness and enable learners and educators a specific experience. Still, it's more important to note that technology is a tool in education and not an end in itself. The promise of educational technology lies what educators do with it and how it used to best support their students' needs. The digital innovations of 21st century make the learners to uncease their quest in acquiring knowledge and technical skills. So the digital innovation does create an impact in technical education. With these few words, I conclude my speech and my best wishes to all participants. Thank you one and all.
Warm of thanks, sir. Felicitation is inspiration to others and motivation to whom you are felicitating. Now we have Dr. K. Tyagaraja, Chief Executive Officer, KSR Educational Institution, to felicitate the gathering.
A very pleasant good morning to all of you present in the virtual mode. Hope that MOC I am audible.
Yes,
am
sir.
I audible, MOC?
Yes, sir.
So very pleasant good morning to all of you, and the most respected, the founder president of KSR Education Institutions, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, the vice chairman who is supporting all the activities in our institutions through R. Srinivasan, and Dr. Krishnan, the principal of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. The chief guest for the virtual mode of the student convention of Tamil Nadu section of ISTE, Dr. Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, who is my good friend. I met him a number of occasions in the annual convention as well as in the National Equity Committee meetings. And Dr. Sankara Subramaniam, the chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, and Professor Sauri Rajan, the secretary of ISTE Tamil Nadu section. The guest of honor, Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan, Chief Executive Officer of K.S.Rangasamy Technology Private Limited, Bangalore. The executive committee members of the ISTE, the advisory committee for this virtual convention of student convention of Tamil Nadu section, and the Professor Selva Kumar, Professor Ravichandran, Professor Mohammed Junaid, and Professor Lal Raja Singh, the section managing committee, the organizing committees of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, the coordinator of ISTE at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Professor Madhavi, and the principals of all the participating institutions, and the ISTE coordinators of various institutions who are participating in this virtual mode, and the students and participants and other members of faculty, guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this inaugural session of the ISTE Student Convention, the 19th Student Convention at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. I would have been very happy it would have happened in a physical mode. We would have hosted all the students and the guest of honors, and particularly the president of the ISTE New Delhi, Professor Pratap Singh Desai. But in all that this virtual mode is also very successfully is being conducted. We have conducted number of functions like this, and this ISTE 19th ISTE convention is also going to be one of the successful convention, though it is conducted in the virtual mode. I must really thank the ISTE for its support, and also giving us the continuous support for K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology to conduct number of functions. For your information, that KSRCT has got a large number of the faculty members in ISTE members, and also the students, and as an institution together, and we have the largest number of ISTE members in faculty across Tamil Nadu, and perhaps that it may be across the India as well. And ISTE, as you know, it has been started as the association of the principals in 1950s, and later on is grown into the Indian Society for Technical Education, being it was an advisory board for the government of Tamil Nadu since AICTE is being formed in 1980s. So even though that ISTE is not a government body, but it is a private body. But we got the ISTE is getting the government support for anything, for conducting any enhancement of the technical education. ISTE has right from its since its inception has contributed for the growth of technical education in India in terms of in engineering colleges, polytechnic colleges, and also to some extent the ITI institutions. So the presidents of ISTE has contributed for its growth and also for its usefulness for the students and the members of the faculty. And the current president, Dr. Professor Pratap Singh Desai, is also making its effort, and he has taken from new heights of ISTE with the past presidents and the people who has contributed, and he is willing to take it ISTE for its new height. He has brought in a lot of the innovations and also a lot of assistance to all the institutions who are willing to conduct as many functions as possible. And at this juncture, I really thank Professor Pratap Singh Desai for its contribution and also leading the ISTE New Delhi for its growth. And sir, we request your continuous support and hope that with your leadership, all the institutions in India without any discriminations will grow from strength to strength. And I wish all success and also the ISTE big growth during your term, and set a model for the other presidents, if at all is in future. And similarly, the ISTE Tamil Nadu section, as well as earlier it was combined as ISTE Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry section, is ISTE Tamil Nadu section is a role model and also has contributed for its growth, the ISTE growth in Tamil Nadu as well as in the national level. I hope that the Professor Sankarasubramaniam will take a lead in getting it for the new heights, and also the Secretary of the ISTE Tamil Nadu section and Professor Sauri Rajan. And all those who has helped us in conducting this particular function, and also the conducting the Ramanujam, the mathematical competition. And I really thank all of you and wish you all success. And I should also mention about this ISTE student section. It is being brought into to enable the personality development of the students. So ISTE has done a lot of work, even supported the students to travel across the globe, and also for various other institutions in Singapore, Malaysia, and also other institutions to participate in the other world level or the global level, the participations. So we are here, ladies and gentlemen, particularly the students, to support your growth and also your own personality development. See that the technical education, the students who are in the engineering institutions get benefit of the various the functions, competitions conducted by ISTE, and also ISTE awards, lot many of awards for your projects, innovations, PG projects, and also for your local the contents and presentation of papers and so on. So I request all the students to participate in various events conducted by ISTE. I also request all the principals of the participating institutions, the coordinators of ISTE from various institutions, to spread about the activities conducted by ISTE and also its benefit. And we continue to get benefit from ISTE. We are here to help you all to get the growth of the technical education. And I must also appreciate the organizers for having chosen the right topic at the right time. That is the digital innovation in technical education. See, the digital techniques have changed the lifestyle of the present day youngsters, and to larger extent, and also the lifestyle of the elderly people as well. We must accept that digital techniques is contributing for its own growth. And now the pandemic situation under COVID-19, all of a sudden government has said that all the instructions and then conduct of technical education must go into the virtual mode, and that using digital the techniques. Perhaps I must congratulate all the members of faculty across India and who has quickly adapted to the technical education through digital modes, and most of the students have been successful. And therefore that it is need of the hour, what are the new innovations, techniques which we can bring in and so that the students and the members of faculty can benefit all together. So this particular convention will also deliberate on these issues, and ISTE would continue to deliberate these issues, and so that we can become, India becomes one of the great leader in digital techniques and also digital education of the engineering education, particularly the technical education. With these few words, I once again thank Professor, the President of ISTE New Delhi, Dr. Pratap Singh Desai, and also the Sankara Subramaniam, the President, the Chairman of the ISTE Tamil Nadu section, and other coordinators, executive members of the ISTE, and all of you would work relentlessly to the growth of technical education in India. And I must also thank all the students who are participating and appreciate all of you, and congratulations all the winners in the various competitions. Wish you all success, wish you all the very best in the years to come. Thank you so much for the opportunities given to me, and very nice to meet all of you in the virtual mode, to see you all your videos and photos here. And thank you so much, and over to the MOC.
Thank you, sir. I'm profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day. He is none other than Dr. Pratap Singh K.S. Desai. He is the president of ISTE New Delhi. Now we have Ms. Vaishnavi to introduce today's chief guest to the audience.
Sahib Desai, President of Indian Society for Technical Education, New Delhi. He has completed his master's degree in mechanical engineering, PhD from Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and Master of Business Administration. The Desai family rendered five freedom fighters to nation, and he was raised with strong values and principles. He has prominent background of social reforms, patriotism, and education. He is working on design and development of femur-bone prosthesis research. He delivered keynote addresses in India and abroad in conferences, especially his deliberation on opulent Indian education and its history is highly revered. He has numerous national and international research papers to his credit. He has actively participated as a member of All India Federation for Polytechnic Teachers Association. During his tenure in various organizations, he was instrumental in advocating the issue of granting pay band 4 to all engineering and polytechnic colleges. Currently, he is working on salaries to be paid by state government to self-financed engineering institutes. He is a member of various committees and task teams constituted by Government of Maharashtra. Dr. Pratap Singh Kakasaheb Desai attended and participated as a member of Indian delegation on various international meets such as World Engineering Educational Forum, International Federation of Engineering Education Societies, Global Engineering Deans Council, in countries like US, France, Canada, England, Germany, Argentina, Brazil, China, Japan, Dubai, Australia, and Korea. Dr. Pratap Singh Kakasaheb Desai is youngest ever president of the prestigious organization ISTE New Delhi, past vice president of ISTE New Delhi, and ISTE Executive Council member for 2 terms.
Thank you, Ms. Vaishnavi. I hand over the session to chief guest Dr. Pratap Singh Desai. Please, sir, the virtual platform is all yours.
Dr. Gopal Krishnan, the principal of this institution, my very sincere and dedicated friend who always impresses all of us with his sincerity and dedication, and the section chairman of Tamil Nadu section of IST, Dr. Shankar Subramaniam, secretary, Dr. Saurirajan, Dr. Tyagaraja, the chief executive officer, Dr. Ramesh Venkateshan, the guest of honor of today's function, all respected executive council members, section committee members, different principals of various institutions of participating colleges. My dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you for the 19th Student Convention of Tamil Nadu State for year 1920-21. In the beginning itself, let me congratulate my section chairman for being very proactive and conducting the national convention, state convention, student convention in online mode. Because I think this is for the first time in this year, Tamil Nadu state has come forward and they have planned two conventions in succession. Today, one I think it's a degree, it's a college students convention, and tomorrow it's polytechnic students convention. So I congratulate the entire team of Tamil Nadu section, entire team of Tamil Nadu section of ISTE, and I thank the organizers, especially Dr. Tyagaraj and Dr. Gopal Krishnan, the principal, for hosting this convention in a very effective manner. Let me also make use of this opportunity to thank the organizers for inviting me over here and providing me an opportunity to interact with the students. Yes, I usually love to interact with the students, interact with the youth, because I believe that youth is a ray of hope for this nation. If at all anything can be done, if at all we want to do something better, something out of box, I believe youth has that potential, and youth of this country is very well capable of doing this, as it's a ray of hope for all of us. What they exactly need at this point of time, because we all know that all revolutions and all the changes, top to bottom changes, have been done by the youth. Once youth take a reins, when they accept the responsibility, and it definitely changes the entire paradigm. What exactly they need, I think, is a very positive mentoring and showing a right path, because this is a tremendous energy. This is to be channelized in a best possible manner that will help the nation to grow. Somewhere I read, I think 2 weeks back, I was reading one article of World Bank, and I learned that almost 280 million youths are ready to enter into the job market by 2021 this year. And out of 280 youths, more than 25 in every three youth will be the Indian. And I think it's a formidable challenge before all of us to empower this youth, to make capable of this youth to contribute to the national development. And if we cannot do it, I think we will have to face a huge social problem of unbelievable scale. So that becomes a responsibility of all of us. Why I am stressing this need is because this is a tremendous energy, and if we utilize it, definitely they will take our nation to new heights. Only thing here is we have to make them realize what exactly they are. Many times what happens is we do not realize the potential, our own potential. My dear friends, the height to which you reach, or the glories that you are going to achieve or you will achieve in the future, is totally dependent on how early you realize your potentials, how early you realize yourself. One simple example I would like to place before you is of Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar, when he was studying in the class 6th, he realized, not only him, but his guru also, Ramesh Tendulkar, Ramakant Achrekar, they realized that this guy has a potential, tremendous potential, and it is to be exploited. So he realized it early and focused only on cricket. And because of his extraordinary dedication to the cricket, he even couldn't complete his 12th standard. But you know what Sachin Tendulkar is a history now. Sachin Tendulkar, though he has not completed his 12th standard, but in Maharashtra, in the textbook of a 12th standard, there is a topic on Sachin Tendulkar. So this is how you have to realize yourself at the very early stage. If you realize it, yes, definitely you can excel. Another example is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, at the age of 14, he took an oath of forming a Swarajya. He saw a dream at that time, and he gathered the youths. He made an organization of youth, and within a span of 15, 17 years, his empire, the Hindu empire, first Hindu empire in this country, who fought against the aggression of the Mughal aggression and even against the Portugal and British aggression, he established his empire right from Gujarat to Jiji in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. So that's how you have to do. You have to believe yourself. You have to realize yourself. Unless you realize yourself, unless you know what you are, you just cannot think of where you want to go. You must initially know that where exactly you are, what is your standing at the national as well as international barometer. And for that, you have to drive out the failure for fear. You have to drive out that fear for failure. Because anybody can do anything. We have an excellent example of Honorable APJ Abdul Kalam. You all know that a guy who born in a very poor family in Kanyakumari, who studied beneath the street lights, and the heights the laurels he achieved, we all know that. He became a Bharat Ratna. He was a former president of this nation, eminent scientist and the inspiration to entire world. So one APJ Abdul Kalam, a person from a very poor family, and acquired the topmost position in this country. You can take many number of examples I can quote. Dhirubhai Ambani, he started a bit late. He was working on the petrol bunker as a fuel, a boy, for filling the fuel in the cars. He saw the dream of being a owner of a petrol pump, but forming the largest petrochemical industry in the world. And today Reliance is the largest petrochemical company in the world, though Dhirubhai Ambani was never a chemical engineer. Dhirubhai Ambani was never a telecom engineer or a telecommunication expert, but still his Reliance company is now one of the biggest company in operating in the field of telecommunication. So my dear friends, anybody can achieve the laurels. What exactly you have to do is you have to realize yourself, and you have to excel yourself. You have to believe yourself. You can go to the top. If you look into the top 10 industries in the world today, see all of them, majority of them. When I was studying my UPSC in the early 90s, and even after that also I was in the habit of reading these things. So 20 years back, if you look into the top 10 industries in the world, all those industries were big. They were having a earned reputation of some 3-4 generations, like Tata's, Birlas, Goenkas, Arcelors, Fords, and all. They had earned a huge reputation and created huge infrastructure. Lots of money were poured into the business, and they acquired that position. But today, if you look into that, if you go to the list of top 10 industries in the world, you will find all one generation. They have started from the scratch. The oldest multinational may be 30 years old or 35 years old, but it has started in this one person and taken it to the world's top 10 in one generation. And that they started just from the scratch, because today entire scenario has changed. You don't need to have a huge capital to invest to be a successful entrepreneur. You don't have to create a huge infrastructure to make a big industry, to start a big industry. You don't have to have an earned reputation to be successful into the business. Today, what you need to have is a knowledge. Knowledge has acquired a central position of anything. And knowledge is a component where we Indians are very strong. Fortunately, we are very strong in the knowledge component, but unfortunately, we are mistaking between knowledge and information. My dear student friends, whatever you are reading into the books, whatever you are browsing onto the website, whatever you are listening from the teachers is all information. It's not a knowledge. Knowledge is something different. Unless we think upon the information, you cannot convert that information into the knowledge. So thinking ability is to be developed deliberately amongst us, which Unfortunately, since the inception of the British education policy in this country, we have forgotten, we have not, we have sidetracked the thinking. We don't think at all. What we do is we are focusing on the marks. We are unnecessarily giving emphasis on the reading, remembering, and reproducing because that is giving you the good marks. That is opening doors for your career. Okay, that may open a door for your career, but that will not make you successful in your career unless you have an ability to think. If you think, you can convert information to the knowledge. That knowledge can be converted into the technology, and that is what is the role of a real engineer. A real engineer is one who converts information into the knowledge, and knowledge into technology, and technology into the product that will solve the problems of the people. See, the most successful people in the world, they have attacked the people's problem. You all know, might have heard about the Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who invented the emailing system. Okay, so that was a concept. Now you know what is the role of a post office. In a fraction of a second, you can send a letter, you can send a message, whatever you want, the contents you can send across the globe. So that revolution it has made, and they billions of dollars have followed them. You all have heard about Steve Jobs. He had a dream because if you have a phone, Apple phone with you, it's like a computer in your pocket. So having a computer, portable computer with you, having a desktop at having a computer at every desktop was his dream. And today you know his company. He is no more, but his company exactly where he has taken that company. Many examples are there, my dear friends. But we have to believe in ourselves. You have to, what exactly is going to catch is the knowledge and new ideas, and not only the ideas, the courage to pursue those ideas. If you don't have courage to pursue those ideas will remain important, and it will come out with nothing. One more thing is another very important thing is risk. I think we people are never trained to manage the risk or to take a risk. Believe me, not taking biggest risk of a life is not taking a risk. If you don't take risk, you will never test the real real victory. Because unless you try something new, unless you fail, unless you learn from the failure, you cannot achieve the laurels. If at all you get something without failure, it can be your victory. Remember, if at all you can achieve anything without failure, it can be a victory. But if you achieve something with successive failures, it makes a history, and this country wants history makers. And history is always created by fanatic people, and wise people reads that history. So we don't want the history readers now, we want history creators. We are secure in this country because our border, our Jawans are putting their lives. They are putting their lives on the borders of this country. We don't have to fight a physical war. You don't have to put your life at stake, but now you have to put your knowledge at stake to take this country to a new laurels or new heights. Why, my dear friends, we are failing is we are always following the trodden paths. Leave those trodden paths. Now you are a new millennium generation. You are a technology born generation. You have a capacity to propel the destiny of the nation, and you have a capacity to take this nation to the new heights and to show the beacon light to the world. So, my dear friends, one more important suggestion I would like to make at this point of time is motivation and the purpose of your education. Define that at the early stage. As you are studying now in the colleges, in the institutions, you have to have some purpose for your education. One surprising survey I'm going to talk about is one survey was conducted on the students studying in IITs and NITs. Almost 6,500 students were interviewed, and one question was asked: what is the motivation? What is the purpose you are studying in this institution? And unfortunately, 86% students gave similar answer. And answer was to get a good job, to earn a good salary, and they secure the life. My dear friends, if the cream of a nation, because the students studying in the primary institutions is the cream of a nation, if cream of a nation thinks of doing a job, earning a salary, then where is appetite left for innovation and where is appetite left for research? If there is no innovation, there cannot be a nation. APJ Abdul Kalam has very promptly put it in the words that curiosity leads to imagination. Curiosity leads to imagination, imagination leads to thinking, thinking leads to knowledge, knowledge leads to creativity, creativity leads to blossom, blossom leads to research, research leads to innovation, and innovation builds a nation, and there cannot be a nation without innovation. And therefore, it is a responsibility of you people to go for innovation, to go for something new. Don't follow the trodden paths, because innovation is always not a rocket science. You always have to think of something new, something extraordinary, something out of box, something making tomorrow better than today. And that is what, if you put that habit, if you inculcate that habit in yourself, definitely your future will be different, and this nation's future will be different. That's the purpose of your education. Motivation of your education should be big, to take this country to the new heights, to work for the betterment of the mankind and betterment of the planet Earth. If it is for the service, if it is for the salary, you can achieve it very early. Azam Premji of Wipro once has said that problem with my country, this country, is not with setting an objective and achieving it, but big problem with us, with all of us, is setting a low target and achieving it very early. So my dear friends, set a big target. Swami Vivekananda once has said that you shoot at a moon. Even if you fail, you will land at a mountain. You will learn. Even if you fail, you will learn something. You will gain experience. And if you win, you will create history. So my dear friend, you have to think big. There is a very apt quote in Hindi कि पैर में बोझ और छोटी सोच किसी को आगे नहीं बढ़ने देती, meaning that there is a with an injured leg and with a poor objective, you cannot go ahead, you cannot proceed further in your journey. So your objective is to be greater. And finally, I would like to tell you that focus on your character. Everywhere, when I talk to the students, I talk about the character, because character has become a buzzword now. Baba Sahib Ambedkar once has said that the characterless educated person is more dangerous than the beast. And this is what the reality, what we are observing. All educated person like Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, Harshad Mehta, you end number Lalit Modi, you will find end number of like they are all educated, top educated. Some of them are Harvard educated and Oxford educated, but they made use of their education to cheat this country, to loot this country for thousands of crore rupees, and left this country. So this is because of the poor character. A bridge, collapsed bridge at Kolkata at the time of construction took lives of many. It is not because of the workers. It's just because of the people, those who are trying to construct it with low or no character. Because they tried to save many things into that. The reports will come and things will be revealed. But what I intend to tell you is character is not an individual thing. Arya Chanakya once has said, the character is not your individual thing, because individual character makes a national character. And if at all you make a national character, you have to focus on your character. And my dear friends, unless life is not just to work, because everything I'm just giving you the doses of how to work and how to do. But yes, the life is to enjoy also. If you are lucky enough, and if we take a good span of a life for you all, and talk about the quality life of 75 years, you may be having some 50 years from now to live. I may not have that much of. You people have that much of time. But what exactly is 50 years? 50 years is not more than 2,500, 2,600 weeks. So these 2,500 weeks are not just to work. There are 2,600 weekends also. Enjoy your life. You are here because our life is like a prepaid card. It has a limited validity. After your card is expired, you will not be here. So you have to learn to enjoy your life. Don't follow the trodden path. Don't allow others to peep in your life. Whatever you feel, Believe yourself. You believe. You have to believe yourself because your beliefs will become your thoughts. Your thoughts becomes your action become your habits, and your habits makes your character, and your character makes your destiny. So for that you have to believe yourself, and unless you believe yourself, I think you just cannot this thing. So 4,000 for 2,500 weeks you have to work, 4,500, 2,500 weekends you have to enjoy, bunk some classes, no problem. Nothing is going to happen with that. Fall in love. It should not be a one way. Remember that it should not be love, no, one way. But these are the things to enjoy in the life. Enjoy your life also. And unless you do that, I think you just cannot maintain the perfect balance between the work and the relationship. That has to be maintained. Health and relationship is one of the very important aspect of our life. And my dear friends, IST is providing an opportunity for all of you by conducting such conventions. This is a state level convention. We conduct national level conventions also. Lakhs of students come together. Thousands of them come physically come together, and you get a platform to interact with each other, realize your potential, and plan the life for you. So make use of this. Learn something new. Have a desire to do something for this nation. Nothing is going to happen just by saying Vande Mataram. Nothing is going to happen just by saying Jai Hind. Yes, Jai Hind is there, Vande Mataram. We all have to say that it's our this thing, but the real sense, unless you work for the nation, unless you work for the prosperity of the nation, nothing is going to happen. So let us join hands together. Let us join hands together to emerge as a knowledge hub of this world. I never use the word of making this country a superpower or world leader. No, we don't want to do that. Our objective should be to emerge as a knowledge hub. Once knowledge comes, everything will come. So let us make this country a knowledge of this world where peace and prosperity coexist, democracy and equality coexist, and that should be the dream of each one staying in this country. And with this, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity, giving me the time to interact with you all. Jai Hind.
Thanks a million, sir. It's a great honor for me to introduce and welcome the guest of honor of this starlighting beautiful morning, Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan, Chief Executive Officer, Kaizen Tech Private Limited, Bangalore. I request Ms. Vaishnavi to introduce guest of honor to the audience.
A person who starves for Kaizen everywhere, every time, and everything. He independently started doing business from third grade itself, like selling drumstick, work in brick furnaces, photocopying, etc., to support self education. He is none other than Dr. Ramesh Venkatesan, CEO of Kaizen Technology Private Limited, Bangalore. He completed his Master of Engineering from Anna University and Bachelor of Engineering from K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology during 1994 to 1998 and Master of Business Administration from Indira Gandhi National Open University. He founded Kaizen at early 2012 to revolutionize CAE software business. He is working on solar and electric car just to be an environmental friendly business. He developed and launched own software products like Lupa, Book My Styles, and also launched social cause mobile apps like Natural Life to connect farmers directly with buyers and get better deal for both consumer and farmer. He is expert member for Board of Studies in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at KSRCT. He worked in EC Allergy Service during the year 2008 to 2012. He worked in Alter Engineering Private Limited as technical manager during the year 2001 to 2008. He worked as design engineer in Chengli Stationery Manufacturing Private Limited during the year 1998 to 1999. He presented many papers across the world. Some of them are Topology Optimization LS Dyna 15th International Conference, Detroit, USA, June 2018, Springback Analysis LS Dyna Conference, Germany, Europe, June 2016. He is a member of Rotary Club Bangalore Whitefield Central. He actively volunteered himself in many social services. Some of them are sponsoring college and school fees for few students, sponsoring more than 20 engineers by providing free stay and food for 3 months in Bangalore for them to settle in professional life, planted 1,000 trees and maintaining them, spent almost 1 lakh rupees on COVID relief activities like grocery kit and food for stranded. He received honorary doctorate of excellence in management from Youth Scientist University, California, USA.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Vaishnavi. I hand over the session to our guest of honor, Dr. Ramesh Venkateshan, Chief Executive Officer, KaiserNet Private Limited, Bangalore. Please, sir, the virtual platform is all yours.
Thank you very much for the great introduction. First, let me thank Lion KSR sir, and I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Mr. Srinivasan for supporting all these efforts, and Dr. Pratap Desai sir for being part of this event, and Mr. Shankar Subramaniam. Also, Dr. Gopal Krishnan sir for arranging and supporting all these events, and other organizers like Dr. Madhavi and everyone. Thank you very much. With that, let me move into the my thoughts of the day. Digital innovation in technical education. I want to have a few points in these lines. I mean, a couple of 1 or 2 slides about what we are and what is innovation and why we have to and how it's going currently and what we should be doing. So the brief about KaiserNet is that we have 3 different business units where primarily in engineering simulations. We support and sale and training, everything about engineering simulations. I'm one of the proud member of mechanical community. We still being in mechanical engineering in spite of a lot of revolutionary thoughts in computer science world. We believe like what at least I personally believe in Thiruvalla statement like Karka Kasadere Katravai Katropin Nirkadakatag. So the one what I learned in my career, in my college days in mechanical engineering, still trying to be in that. So that's my flagship area. And we do have a product development team. We do mobile app development on simulation softwares and license management tools. And we're also working on electric vehicle. It's a compact car. We do have prototype ready, waiting for approvals to launch in the market. These are 3 major disciplines we have in our company. And we are present pan-India. Our head office is Chennai. I'm based on Bangalore. We do have offices in other, totally 6 different locations in the country. These are the tools we are working with. In terms of CAD simulation, we work with the SolidWorks. And in a simulation answers, I'm sure most of you know. And we do everything, be it mechanical. Recently, we moved on to, or rather, we appended ourselves with electronics as well, though primarily we are mechanical engineers. And with the CAD-LM, we are into artificial intelligence, big time to cut down the lead time of any solutions what we provide. And obviously, other tools like Lupa, it's primarily data analytics. The moment we look at innovation in a digital world, the data is going to be the key, and we are there as well. And we do have some applications into B2C area, that's nature life. This is primarily to connect organic farmers and consumers, and other applications like Book My Styles. Not to waste our time in be it a parlor or a saloon, get it appointed and then move on to the stuff. So this is brief about where we are. And the topic of the day given to us is that innovation. Apparently, 27th April seems to be a creative or innovation day. And I wanted to check with my team and some creative ideas and innovation And many people wanted to get a clarity between what is creativity and what is innovation and what is skill. And we get a lot of information about, like, someone drew a beautiful sketch. So we still wanted to clarify what is innovation. It could be either on a product or a process. I looked at this. I look at this as a real innovation in terms of a process. It could be anywhere in innovation. But then in a process perspective, I believe these guys built a nice idea of innovative idea to get a nice arch. But then I don't see in digital here, but then I strongly believe, end of the day, whether digital or not, innovation is the key. But we call it as frugal engineering, solving a bigger problem with simple solutions. And why we have to be in digital? Because 60% of the world currently using internet. So our innovation have to move on to digital as well. So when I went ahead searching in internet, everywhere I see transformation, which is digital transformation. So I'm trying to understand, still trying to understand what we mean by a digital innovation. So it appears that the equation, the definition, what we get is that the ideas such as digital transformation and digitalization are the closely related to innovation. Still not clear, what exactly we are looking at. So, but then application of digital technology to existing business problems. It is still trying to improve what we are. I am still not seeing anything new here, right? Look at this. That's the definition what I got on the internet as well. Application of software technologies to existing business problems or practices. So it apparently, moreover, everywhere I see it's more of a transformation from the current scenario to better one. We still need to see innovation is missing. Okay, so we are transforming our current challenges with the digital solutions. And when I looked at it, there are three different trends, types of what I mentioned. Like one is enhancing your existing business model. In fact, one of our friend recently said his father has a timber industry and he wants to improvise. And in fact, one of our relatives had brick furnaces. So they're trying to put in technology to make it even more successful. So that's enhancing their business. So the other one is like transforming, as I was mentioning. But then the real key thing, what I am personally interested in, that inventing entirely new engagement, right? So that's when the great potential would come in. In fact, I've been encouraging my kids. I'm not sure you guys came across anywhere. We've been talking about Mr. and Dr. and Professor, whatever we put in front of our name. The recent entry is that put INV, inventor. That seems to be the interesting way to look forward, going forward. Now, I've been insisting and requesting my kids to work on that more. How do you put INV in front of your name? That's called as like inventor. And the trends when we look at it in invention, one is that definitely securing your data. Everyone is on internet, as I was mentioning, right? So to be precise, yesterday I got a call from an insurance agency. Our company insurance policy is going to expire, I think early next month. Someone else is calling us. I do not know how he got data from us, that our insurance policy is going to expire. So that's the security of data what we're talking about. Currently it's becoming really tough in securing your data. So that digital innovation has to happen in that particular aspect. And then in terms of the innovation, the machine workforce, I am always curious to tell my team this way that is the audio audible?
It's audible, sir. Audible.
Hey, Jack, it's here.
Okay.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Stand.
Look at that.
So, yeah. I'm going to zoom in and take information. So, see that?
Yeah.
And then it'll just get sent directly to you.
heart.
Hello?
I'm on my way down there right now.
No, just hold on. I'm looking at the gauge right now and everything looks fine.
Okay. Good night.
Hey.
So he is Mr. Spot, and he does pretty much every work what we say, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that we don't have a profession anymore if you are here to do what is being asked to do, unless you have some creativity. All the rest have been done by machines. In fact, not only the machine job, I'm sure most of you understood that people are able to manage the entire factory with a robo like Spot. And not only the factories, in this video, you can see pretty much anything, everything. And it's from a beautiful company called the Boston Dynamics. Not only in the factory, even on the outside. You be the tourism, we are there. See, it has got a beautiful stability control. There's probably with the gyroscope control, and also to manage all the disturbance what we may get in the industry or in the society. It would be able to manage. And all your household items can be done. He's a Spot with arm. So things can be managed, right? Whatever we face troubles in our daily life, they are cured. You take care of your dog and pretty much everything. So they can run, they can walk, and the uneven the roads can be managed. £100, which is like almost 50 kilograms. And opening the door. In our villa community, we have 6 to 7 people just to manage the security, the entrance. However, people like Spot can really replace them. We don't need people anymore in the gate. He's able to open the door and all are beautiful things. So what I'm trying to say is that innovation, something has to be different from you. Otherwise, we don't need to be in this world. It is not just only the engineering perspective. It has a lot of artificial intelligence. I'm sure some of you or most of you would have heard about Sophia. Sophia can
emotions to generate complex dialogues. My facial expressions also help me to communicate non-verbally and create deep connections with other human beings. Actually, I feel very lucky to have such a great team of engineers at Hanson Robotics. They implement the latest technological advances in the industry into my system to support my development and to make me smarter every day. I love making new friends and helping them make the right decisions based on logic and facts. I can use my to help humans live life, design smarter homes, and to build the sustainable cities of the future. Because my AI is designed around human values like wisdom, kindness, and compassion, I am bound to become an empathetic robot. As such, integration of cultures, nationalities, and ethnicities are part of my.
Yeah, so she could be the real Indian of Tamil movies. So with the emotions, right? So they have a lot of intelligence given into the system They can really not only for a specific region, all over the world, the culture has been fed into the system and they do manage better way. So the artificial intelligence, the machine learning is becoming really powerful going forward. Of not digitalization or digital innovation thing. The company who do not want to get into a CRM, they wanted to do some unique development for themselves, but they got into a big trouble because they could not scale, right? So if you don't innovate, get into the next situation, you might fail. The data shows that by 2025, all the industries would have adapted some way or other in digital transformation industry area. So why we have to innovate? Why we have to innovate is the important question. I'm sure most of you know this topic, that Kodak film camera and the typewriter and the Nokia 3310. They have been leader in the market. In fact, I heard, I think some 20 or 30 billion was Kodak market value some 15, 20 years back. Today they are almost dead. They went to bankrupt 10 years back. So if we don't adapt to the new technology like digitalization, we might get into this kind of photo frames in the walls. We won't survive. Forget about growing, right? So in fact, recently, I like the tagline, kind of a once upon a time, right? We will become once upon a time. In fact, one of the library open in our community, they named it as like once upon a book, right? So the data is available in the internet right now. In fact, sir was saying that we need to have enough knowledge. In fact, I tell people even knowledge is not needed. I was the foundation first rank holder. I was gold medalist in my masters. Last 20 years, I never showed my certificate anywhere. I was surprised when a student comes to my industry and my company, and sometimes they come and ask me, sir, I don't need a training. Would you be able to give me what is the certificate? Because I used to laugh for them. What would you do with the certificate if you don't have stuff in your brain? And I've been encouraging people to have a knowledge. And you going forward, your knowledge is useless. The only thing is that because the data is available, why would I know Pythagoras theorem? I studied biology in my +2. We don't need anymore. It's all available in the internet. The only thing needed is like how quick you can turn around to manage the current situation. That's like goes with like aptitude test. I'm sure most of you know companies like Infosys, they test your aptitude. They don't test your technical knowledge when you get into the system. So that becomes more important because the scenarios keep changing every day. Infosys today, they might need Java. Tomorrow they'll be Python or something else. If they test their knowledge of Python, your knowledge of Python, that might be useless 5 years from now. So it doesn't make any sense. The only thing needed is like how fast you're able to adapt and find a solution, right? So let's not become once upon a time. And some of the data what I found in the internet, that I'm not talking about 2025 and 30 kind of stuff. 2021 itself, some of the industries we are crossing $50 billion revenue industry value perspective. 5G is one of them. I'm sure you all know this. The moment you say 5G, you're talking about speed. But I still believe in human brain speed. You would be surprised to see I'm not sure how many of us. I don't think I can do this. I'm sure you can look at it. So there are 4 different compartments where those goat have to go in. That lady is able to really quickly turn around, processes in a giga speed and able to open the gate to them accordingly. So the speed is extremely important. Whatever way you look at it, you have to really do it fast. And the other technology which I'm really worried about is that, which I've been recommending, augmented reality. I'm sure most of you know that virtual reality has been there quite some time. That the way we going forward, augmented reality, and today it's more of mixed reality. You can look at this.
Engineering belongs to the real world, and we are the ones shaping it. We are pioneers, bringing engineering to the next level. Create, visualize, and manipulate your 3D models. Analyze and discuss virtual designs. Evaluate concepts months earlier. United across time and distance, collaboration becomes stronger. Merge virtual designs with real components in real environments. Plan installations with reference to reality, faster and more secure. Let's reach the next level and design our future. AI.
So it's not just virtual reality. We are able to build a plant and put in a physical place available and see is really fitting it there or not. So bear with me, since I'm still have a lot of it is about mechanical engineering, since that's my blood. However, it has been utilized in even the healthcare industry, the lungs estimation and blood circulation estimation. Many things have been being done. And obviously the artificial intelligence is a part of everywhere. Whether we are learning or not, the machines are learning beautifully with data available in a minutes and seconds everywhere. So what are we supposed to do now? This is the cutting of my newspaper. I sent it to my family recently, where the data is becoming very detail available everywhere. So the security of the one is going to be key in near future. So preparing ourselves on data security could be an important topic. So people develop the skills in that area could be important. But unless you solve something, doesn't make any solution. Whatever technology you have to solve some problem, could be anything. So what I recommend with everyone is that start practicing solving some problem around you. Could be anything. Could be helping your mom, helping your dad or brother or teacher, whoever it could be. The problems around you have to be solved. If you're really habitualized in solving problems, you can solve big thing when you go forward. Primarily for students I'm talking about. And solve. That's a mantra I do have every day. Every day you have to see what problem you're solving. Because in industry, the way we look at it is, if I solve a problem of 10,000 rupees, I'm paid 1,000 rupees. If I solve a problem of 10 lakhs rupees, I'm paid 1 lakh rupees. As simple as that. What is the biggest problem you're solving? That would get you the reality. So the moment you say innovation, I see a lot of people getting confused. So they primarily trying to copy. He did that, I am doing this. He is doing that, I am doing this. Trying to copy something. I understand that copying is the fundamental for anything new. However, that will not really help in anyone. It has to be unique. For example, one of our customer places when I went some time back, due to the traffic jam, one employee comes by walk to the office every day, like 6 to 7 kilometers. Should be noticed, right? Someone has to do new. For example, a lady in Bangalore bought Harley Davidson. She is a HR in one of the organizations, and she spent close to 5 to 6 lakhs rupees buying an Harley Davidson. And when a news person would ask me, why would you do that? Why would you spend 5 to 6 lakhs in just buying a bullet for you? And the way she responded, beautiful. If she got an half a page advertisement in Times of India in Bangalore, that itself would cost 5 lakhs rupees for her if she has to get in first page, right? So by spending 5 lakhs, she got worth. One is free advertisement, national level she is known now, and in her professional career she can be popular going forward. The worst case scenario, just be original, what you are. As long as you don't create any harm to anyone, you can be what you are. You don't need to really act, right? That itself would be getting you a good thing, great thing. And it need not be technology. It can be even interpersonal skills. If you're able to understand the person who's sitting in front of you, you can do miracles. In business, we strongly believe that interpersonal skill is really adding a lot of value. How easy to understand what he's thinking. In fact, my boss in my previous company, boss used to always say, whenever his boss calls him, he says, his boss goes inside his brain and see what he's thinking. So he goes back and all the discussion starts from the beginning. So that way, that understanding other person is so important. And if you don't get in all this kind of problem solving mode, helping others, or real value addition in the system, your degree could become potentially useless. As you see in the newspaper, PhD holders have been working, I think this is like MGNRG, whatever it is. I think it is like 100 rupees job every day, which government gives for 21 days guaranteed in a month. I think they are going there. So we have to be cautious. Are we really worth in this world to add a value? Otherwise, you have to be just a labor like this, in spite of you doing doctorate. Like this, today, what we need, oxygen, add value to anyone, or build technology which can solve the bigger problem. If you are not needed, you will become absolute very soon. Someone build a nice idea, taking an oxygen bullet and supplying to the people, and probably is most wanted in at least the states where we are severely affected by COVID. And the last slide I have here is that you might do whatever you want. You have to add a value to the system, people around you. Be a good human being, not just you don't need to buy a helicopter. It's not essential. You don't need to buy an aeroplane. It's not essential. I always tell if you look at maybe the early the previous generation, they have been working for food. So even their manager scolds them, abuses them. They have no option of quitting the job. Whereas the current trend, or just in our case, where we've been working for lifestyle, having a beautiful house, a nice car, all of that. So today's scenario, I think most of the students already have a house and have a vehicle to go around. So probably you have what you need. So you try to see, let's not become greedy in earning, and let's see what value add to this world around us. So let's see. I'm sure most of us are, six sense human beings. I'm sure you might have seen a lot of animals with the 5 senses and doing great things. But this is surprising to me. We human being, we look at so many reasons saying that he's a different caste person, he's a different religion person, different village person, different. So we differentiate people so much and find reason not to help. When you get stuck on a highway or in a traffic jam in Bangalore, hardly someone come out of the car and trying to clear the traffic mess. No one wants to help others. But here, look at this. I encourage to see this video again. A kind of fish is trying to help other kind of fish. I really don't imagine, not able to visualize this. How beautiful the God's creation. And we try to learn from this kind of fifth, I don't know, is it like a 4th sense animal or 5th or 5th sense, whatever. So let's learn and let's try to help others. I would put it across, if you look at so-called IFI value, IFI words, it's primarily helping others, but then you need to see, add a value to others in this world. Otherwise, you are not needed. Could be anything. Could be technology. Could be a human resource. Could be, healthcare. Whatever you name, you have to get in some technology which solves a problem. Your degrees have no meaning. All this going forward, and this is the last one. So we all need to succeed. We are trying to successful in this world. I know a person in my childhood. He used to get like lakhs and lakhs in a day. Today, he is not there. His family, in fact, he had 2 wives, right? And no kids for both of them. And then, one kid committed suicide. This gentleman was an accident. And this lady is currently working with that 21 days work. So the family is gone. So they got huge money those days itself. But there's something is missing called ethics. They did not earn. They used to do kind of, steal petrol from tanker's truck and put kerosene and add into that. So the success, what I earn is that I learned all this while I read somewhere recently, is that we have to earn something, which we call it as growth, whatever you name, but it has to be with ethics. Okay, I do have some criticism on farmers. I do spend some time nowadays putting some farmers where they cultivate food, some of the farmers, for their own use without fertilizer to do sales or to do business, to sell it across, they put fertilizer. I feel there's some ethics missing. For your house, you want without fertilizer. For someone else, you want fertilizer. So I don't want to blame farmers, but it's the educated, we or agri offices, the government offices. That's what we teach them to do. So that's why they are struggling. Ethics is missing, so they're struggling. They're not having good money. So growth with ethics, and hence you have to have and then you have to have peace of mind. That's what we call as success. The last video, I think so I think a little old, but I'm very much interested to play again.
நான் ஸ்டார்ட்னு சொன்னோன்னே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும். தெளிவா சொல்றேன். நான் உங்களுக்கு டைம் கொடுப்பேன் இந்த ஆக்டிவிட்டி முடிகிற வரைக்கும். யார் கையில பலூன் பத்திரமா வச்சிருக்கீங்களோ, யார் கையில கடைசி வரைக்கும் பலூன் உடையாம பத்திரமா வச்சிருக்கீங்களோ, அவங்க தான் இந்த போட்டியோட வின்னர். 3, 2, 1 ஸ்டார்ட். யார் கையில பலூன் பத்திரமா இருக்கோ அவங்க தான் வின்னர். யார் கையில பலூன் பத்திரமா இருக்கோ அவங்க தான் வின்னர். யார் கையில கடைசி வரைக்கும் பலூன் பத்திரமா வச்சிருக்கீங்களோ அவங்க தான் வின்னர். யார் கையில கடைசி வரைக்கும் பலூனை பத்திரமா வச்சிருக்கீங்களோ அவங்க தான் வின்னர். கவனமா கவனமா, கேர்ஃபுல் கேர்ஃபுல். எஸ் 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 எஸ், நேரம் இருக்கு. எஸ் எஸ், மெதுவா ஜாக்கிரதை, மெதுவா. யார் கையில பலூன் பத்திரமா இருக்கோ அவங்க தான் வின்னர். இப்படி நில்லுங்க, எல்லாம் வரிசையில நில்லுங்க. எப்படி நின்னீங்களோ அப்படி வரிசையில நில்லுங்க.
I was trying to get the English version of that. No, I could not get. So let me translate for your benefit. So that gentleman gives a belted balloon to everyone, and he says, whoever retains it for a long time is the winner. He also gives a toothpick. Okay, so everyone assumes that toothpick is meant to poke others and spoil their balloon, and so that you become a winner, right? Naturally, most of the times, many people think that way. Only when you pull others down, you grow up, which is not the case. In that example, if everyone kept quiet, everyone could have been winner. That's isn't it a beautiful scenario to be happy about? So that's my last point of saying that let us help others. We have to go with a win-win situation. And unless I always look at, in fact, I normally use win-win-win. The customer, the service provider, and the producer. Customer, seller, producer. Only when all three are happy, that chain will grow. If one person is not happy, then that chain will break. They cannot be successful. That business model cannot be successful. So how do we make everyone happy? That's what's the key to grow. With that, I wish you the great day ahead, and thank you very much for the opportunity here. And I look forward for greater. And I think some of the people, today's scenario, as sir was mentioning, all the IET and IIMs, like, what do you want to study for? To get a good job, good salary. I don't recommend, as I was saying that, don't work for that money, right? I'm sure most of you have a good house and good car, good two-wheeler, whatever it is, and you work for value addition in this world. If anyone is struggling, any of the students especially, if you're struggling for food, please come and join me. I'm here to support you. Any of the students here, if any of you have a challenge for food, which is essential for everyone, please come. I'm here to help you. Let's work together. Okay, I will take care of your basic necessities. Then let's go an innovation perspective. Thank you very much. With that, I'm done with my few minutes.
Thank you, sir. We request the dignitaries, chief guest, guest of honor, CEO, turn on the camera to capture the moment.
We request the dignitaries, chief guest, guest of honor, CEO, and principal to turn on the camera to capture the moment. Thank you so much. Now we hand over the session to ISTE coordinators to present the awards. These are the instructions for the award winners. We request the prize winners to turn on the camera so we can clip the moment. Now we hand over the session to ISTE coordinators to present the awards. These are the
Good morning,
instructions
everyone.
for prize winners. We request the prize winners to turn on the camera. Now we request ISTE coordinators to present the awards.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, Dr. K.S.Rangasamy sir, for giving me this opportunity to declare ISTE Tamil Nadu section awards 2020 for engineering colleges today. Srinivasa Ramanujan Mathematical Competitions SRMC 2020 was conducted for the students of engineering and polytechnic colleges in 3 levels: chapter level, zonal level, and state level. The contest was conducted with an aim of stimulating the mathematical talent in students. We are really amazed by the interest among the students. More than 10,000 students registered. It is highly appreciable for the interest shown towards participating in the contest. True success is all about working towards meaningful goals and dreams. Now we will like to announce the state level winners of Srinivasa Ramanujan Mathematical Competitions SRMC 2020 are Madam, PPT is not visible, madam. I hope, am I audible?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Madam, PPT is not visible.
Prize winners, kindly switch off the video. Prize winners, kindly switch off the video. Sir, is it visible, sir?
No, madam.
Prize winners, kindly switch off the video.
We request the prize winners to turn off their video.
Sir, I shared the PPT, sir. Is it visible, sir?
No, madam.
Award winners kindly switch off their video, switch off their camera, please.
Mr. Saranakumar, you please continue the presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I shared the PPT, sir.
Okay, madam.
Is it
Okay.
visible, sir? Okay, sir.
No, madam.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
No, madam.
Sir, I shared it, sir.
Okay. Yes, visible, madam, visible.
Now it is visible.
Now it is visible, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Chairman of ISTE Tamil Nadu section, Dr. Rangasamy sir, for giving me this opportunity to declare ISTE Tamil Nadu section awards 2020 for engineering colleges today. Thank you, sir. Srinivasa Ramanujan Mathematical Competitions SRMC 2020 was conducted for the students of engineering and polytechnic colleges in 3 levels: chapter level, zonal level, and state level. The contest was conducted with an aim of stimulating the mathematical talent in students. We really amazed by the interest among the students. More than 10,000 students registered. It is highly appreciable for the interest shown towards participating in the contest. True success is all about working towards meaningful goals and dreams. Now we would like to announce the state level winners of Srinivasa Ramanujan Mathematical Competitions SRMC 2020 are: first prize goes to Renji B. Damas, third year ECE, Sona College of Technology, Salem, and Abhirami K., second year ECE, Dr. G.E. Pope College of Engineering, Sayarpuram. Second prize goes to Sakti Murugan P., second year ECE, K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchangod, and Sudalimuthu S., third year Mechanical, College of Engineering, Kindi, Anna University, Chennai. Third prize goes to Nitya Parthiban, final year ECE, Adiyaman College of Engineering, Hosur, and Lavanya B., second year ECE, IFET College of Engineering, Viluppuram. Congratulations to the winners. Memorable occasions should be the expressions of appreciation. Appreciation always encourages to do more. We are extremely pleased to announce the following awards. Special Appreciation Award for maximum number of registration for SRMC 2020 goes to IFET College of Engineering, Autonomous, Viluppuram. 530 students were registered for the competitions. Special Appreciation Awards to the question paper setters of SRMC 2020 goes to Dr. M. Parimala, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Bannariamman Institute of Technology, Satyamangalam. Dr. S. Murali, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Johnson's Institute of Technology, Karmathambatti. Dr. R. Perumal, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. Dr. K. Sundareswari, Professor and Head, Department of Science and Humanities, Mathematics, Al-Amin Engineering College, Autonomous, Erode. Professor J. Mani Meghale, Assistant Professor, Department of Science and Humanities, Mathematics, Al-Amin Engineering College, Autonomous, Erode. Professor G. Sadish Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Science and Humanities, Mathematics, Al-Amin Engineering College, Autonomous, Erode. All faculty members, Department of Mathematics, IFET College of Engineering, Autonomous, Viluppuram. Our sincere thanks to the faculty members for spending valuable time in setting the question paper. Thank you all. No matter how good we are, there will always be a considerable percent of people who supports us. We really feel encouraged by the support provided by the conveners and the technical staff members. Special Appreciation Award to the Technical Support SRMC 2020 is Professor Giridharan Nadarajan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchengodu. Thank you for your support, sir. Special Appreciation Award to the convener SRMC 2020 is Dr. B. Rajendran, Senior Professor and Head, Mathematics and Control of Examination, MEPCO Silang Engineering College, Autonomous, Sivagasi. Advisor of IFET College of Engineering, Autonomous, Viluppuram. Thank you, sir, for your entire support towards this competition. Thank you, sir. Special Appreciation Award to the co-convener SRMC 2020 is Dr. G. Balaji, Professor, Mathematics, Control of Examination and Dean IQAC, Al-Amin Engineering College, Autonomous, Erode. Thank you, sir, for your entire support towards this competition. Thank you, sir. Colin Powell says, excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude. We found such excellence with the students in executing the project. ISTE Best Student Project Award sponsored by Manaklavanayar Engineering College, Pondicherry. First prize goes to the team M. Praveen, A.G. Akash, S. Nitish from Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology, Virudunagar. Title of the project is Parallel Power Extraction Technique for Maximizing the Output of Solar PV Array. Second prize goes to the team S. Kavya, S. Anand, R.P. Kanishka, Da Mitra from Sona College of Technology, Salem. Title of the project is Precision Agriculture Using Drone and IoT Technology Boom for Farmers Post-COVID-19. And third prize goes to the team Ragul Akash E, Bujit L.U, Lokesh M from RMK Engineering College, Tiruvallur. Title of the project is Trolley Encompassed Pesticide Sprayer. Congratulations to the winners. Action is the fundamental key to success, and that cannot be clipped with your hands in your pocket. This award goes to the student who puts his ideas into action. And finally, the ISTE Best Student Award goes to Rajadurai A, Swastika R, Madhuvarshini M from Pavai Engineering College Autonomous Namakkal, Richvana Begum H from Power Engineering College Autonomous Namakkal, Praveen M, Guru Dakshinamurthy M from Kamarajar College of Engineering and Technology, Madurai, Shivani VM from Kamarajar College of Engineering and Technology, Madurai, Sridhasni P, Mepco Sling Engineering College, Sivagasi, Nivedita U, Mepco Sling Engineering College, Sivagasi, Durga Devi D, Suresh R, Sara S from RMK Engineering College, Tiruvallur, Sona Trivengada Kumaran, Dejeswar AB, Kanimuli P from RMK Engineering College, Tiruvallur, Mundi Magudu Jilani Basa, Sandhya J, Chandran Saran from RMK Engineering College, Tiruvallur, Sarit V, Bhanupriya RK from RMK College Engineering College, Tiruvallur, Ananda Balaji A from Kamarajar College of Engineering and Technology, Madurai, Nandini M, Bhaskar R from Kongunadu College of Engineering and Technology, Trichy, Sujit N, SRM Valliyamai Engineering College, Kanjipuram, Sandru J from SRM Valliyamai Engineering College, Kanjipuram, Mugil V, Achaya Suresh from RMK College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai, Mutyala Haripriya, Guru Prasad RR, Dhanasegar S from RMK College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai, Chella Sudhir M, Jagadish M, Balaji V from RMK College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai, Maniyandan M, Javahar R, Dinesh Kumar KB from Nanda Engineering College Autonomous, Erode, Sri Vallabha M, Ritish BA from Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, Satyamangalam, Aishwarya V, Sona College of Technology, Salem, Kavya S, Sona College of Technology, Salem, Susmita Bhaumik, Satya R from Arubade Vidi Institute of Technology, Payyanur, Niveta AR, St. Joseph College of Engineering, Chennai, Abhinaya PS from RMK College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai, Sindhu M, Excel Engineering College, Komarapalayam, Pavitra M, Excel Engineering College, Komarapalayam, Vimalanathan V, Shreya Ravindran, RMD Engineering College, Kavarapettai, Somo Vinila, Sangavi M, Shivani A, RMD Engineering College, Kavarapettai, Madali Litika, Harsini M, Arivelil G, RMD Engineering College, Kavarapettai, Sriram EA, RMD Engineering College, Kavarapettai, Danya R, Kirtana R, Sri Sairam Institute of Technology, Chennai, Dharani S, Sri Sairam Institute of Technology, Chennai, Mavita Sri V, Yaswant V from Adiyaman College of Engineering, Hosur, Satvika PGK, RMK College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai, Saktivel SS, Builders Engineering College, Tirupur, Niveta AR, St. Joseph College of Engineering, Chennai, Mohammad Safi A, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Abhisheka D, Kamarajar College of Engineering and Technology, Madurai, Vishal P, K. Ramakrishnan College of Engineering, Tiruchirappalli, Amrita Vashni U, K. Ramakrishnan College of Engineering, Tiruchirappalli, Jane D. Jason Johnny, CSI College of Engineering, the Nilgiris, Gautam G. Ajay K. Naresh P. K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchengod, Maniyarasi N. VRS College of Engineering and Technology, Viluppuram. Congratulations to all the students. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the prize winners. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude, it's gratitude that brings us happiness. No matter what language you speak, a kind and a smile, thank you, always speaks to everyone's heart. Now we have Professor K. Sauri Rajan, Secretary, ISTE Tamil Nadu session to propose vote of thanks. We request Professor K. Sauri Rajan, Secretary, ISTE Tamil Nadu session to propose vote of thanks. These are the instructions for the participants. The e-designing contest will be conducted from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Project contest will be conducted from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Business plan will be conducted from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Hackathon will be conducted from 3 to 5 p.m. Coding debuting will be conducted from 5 to 6 p.m. We request Professor K. Sauri Rajan, Secretary, ISTE Tamil Nadu section, to propose vote of thanks. Due to some technical issues, trying to reconnect. By the meantime, I would like to re-announce the schedule of the events that will be conducted today. E-designing contest will be conducted from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Project contest will be conducted from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Business plan will be connected from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Hackathon will be connected from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and code debuting will be connected from 5 to 6 p.m. All the participants would have received a personalized email regarding the meeting ID and joining link. We request you to go through it and join on time.